look who had babies. Hey, Gingerbread, did you have babies? So Gingerbread has had 5 babies. She's got 3 boys and 2 girls. I see one has managed to get itself onto the other side. Should come through that gap in the fence, in the gate, to get back here. There it comes. I have quite a long waiting list for piglets, so these will all have homes once they are 8 weeks old. What's it, sweetie pie? Look at these babies enjoying the sunlight. She had quite big babies, I have to say. For a first litter, they are quite big. Give them start fighting with each other already. Like 2 days old. Not quite, day and a half. Is your mommy calling you? You coming to check on your babies? Listen to how she talks to them. Instinct is amazing. And Blueberry still has, I reckon she's still got about 2-3 weeks to go. She's starting to get the milk line, but not too much yet. I think there might be a beehive in this eucalyptus tree, because the sound of bees here is very, very strong. There is an empty hive under the tree. There's no action there, so there's no bees there. But there's definitely a hive in this tree, because it sounds very strong. Somewhere here there's bees. I don't know where they would be. A lot of activity, this hive. So this is the access road that you drive onto the farm. This road over here goes up to the olive grove, I have the girls' pig pen over there, the sheep where you can see making a noise over there. Next to the sheep there's 2 pig pens, and then there's the very big pig pen with all the grass fields, and then the one Coco Pop is in. But what people don't realize is that half of the farm is actually this area up here. So you got the olive grove just down there, but this is half the farm up here. This is the swale down here that's been doing a really good job of stopping the water from coming down to the road. This area is just covered in wild rosemary. There's like grassy areas here as well, but this has got a lot of these big boulders. So I want to eventually fence all of this in as well, but what is stopping me, these big boulders. How am I going to get fencing around them? And you can see I've got some more of these very big oak trees here as well. This one. Did I say wild rose? Not wild rosemary, it's wild lavender. I don't know why I said rosemary. Lavender. You can just smell the lavender over here. It's very, very strong. See, all of this is still part of the farm. But these boulders pose a problem. And you can see, I don't know if you can see, like the municipal road is way down there. So you can see the municipal road going over there. But I'm thinking if I do fence this area, well, when I fence this area, I'm probably going to have to put the fence in front of these boulders, because I don't think I'm going to be able to go over the boulders. So maybe in front, because they're quite big. There are lots of little oak trees coming up here as well, some of them growing bigger. So this is just an area will be like a continuation of the oak forest. There's another oak tree there. One over here. But once I fence this area in, I think it'll be quite nice for the sheep. And because they eat the broom as well, these Dorper sheep. You can see this is quite a big area up here. This is so beautiful. So lately I've been thinking quite a lot about life and the meaning of life, and what the purpose is. Why are we here? Why did I end up in Portugal? I don't know. But I've been thinking quite a bit about it. And one thing I've come to realize is that however long you might think your life might be, it's just really it's here today, gone tomorrow in the blink of an eye. If you think of the whole eternity thing, it's just, we're here for a very, very short time, and we never ever know when our number is up. We don't know when we won't wake up again. So I've been thinking quite a bit about that, and if you've got grudges against people, if they've done something to offend you, you need to forgive and just get past it all, because you can't hang on to hate and onto grudges and wanting revenge. You can't hang on to that, because you don't know if tomorrow is that person's last day or if it's your last day. You just don't know. So try and fill the world with love and peace, and bury those grudges, bury that hate. Don't hang on to it, because it'll make you bitter and twisted, and you will miss out on all the things that life has to offer if you are weighing yourself down by filling up that kit bag you've got with all these grudges. Anyway, that's just what I've been thinking about lately. Time to pour a little bit more whiskey on this cake. So it can absorb that whiskey now. I had a huge butternut to make some butternut soup for dinner, and I decided that I will share my butternut with the pigs. I am so exhausted, it's not funny. I got in yesterday, well, not actually yesterday, this morning I arrived back on the farm at, I don't know, it was 1:30, maybe closer to 1:45 in the morning. And I'd had a slice of pizza at the airport in Genoa, and it had an adverse reaction on me. So I had stomach cramps, dizziness, migraine. Wasn't great. But I got here in one piece, collapsed on the bed, went to sleep, and been pottering around doing things today. And then tomorrow morning, I leave for Saudi Arabia, but I'll be back Wednesday night. And luckily, this will be the last trip for 2023. I will have to share this butternut soup recipe with you sometime. It is absolutely delicious, and it has some unusual ingredients. If you haven't yet ordered your daily planner with weekly recipes for 2024, the link for this is in the description below, and it makes an awesome Christmas gift for people. So this gives you an idea of my plan along here. So you can see this part over here is being closed in as well. At the moment, I've just got the electric fence strung across, but that's the visual barrier. Then where the wheelbarrow is, more or less opposite, that will be a gate, and then from that post up to here will be another visual barrier, and then a gate across the road. So that means then the sheep can stay on this side when I let them out. So I only got back the early hours of Friday morning, so I still can't believe that I'm about to jump into the van and head out again. So luckily though, this is the last trip for 2023, and then I can just do things I want to do on the farm and just relax a bit and enjoy my animals and enjoy the farm. Man, I'm getting tired of traveling.
Good morning, Bubba's. You guys aren't as crazy as your siblings.
So I'm now in Jeddah in Saudi Arabia. Oh my goodness, what a nightmare flight from Istanbul to Jeddah. So we left Istanbul at 1:30 in the morning, and I had anticipated sleeping on the flight. Well, there was a massive fight that broke out on the flight. So lots of shouting, screaming, etc. And then some old lady died, and then there was a doctor on board who they came and he did chest compressions and all things while the flight attendants were trying to think where they were going to move her to. And anyway, she came back to life, but then kept on going into unconsciousness, and if she wasn't unconscious, she was vomiting. And she was sitting in the same row as me, but about 3 seats away. And then directly behind me, some old lady. This all started like 30 minutes into the 4-hour flight, and it continued for the rest till we landed in Jeddah. So the lady behind me started then having a panic attack, and she was hyperventilating and vomiting everywhere and screaming and shouting and praying and crying. And anyway, there was no sleep on that flight. But it has made me think a lot about life in general. It's and that with Cindy from Simple Life Portugal's passing, it has been on my mind of late anyway. And yeah, last night's flight just really brought it all home again. Life is really short. You've got to make the most of it. If you can give this video a thumbs up, that will be amazing. If you comment below, that's brilliant. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe to this channel. And just check that you are still subscribed, because sometimes YouTube knocks people off. So in the meantime, stay sane, stay safe, and I'll see you on the next video.